What is going on, everybody in Matt Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video here. This is going to be a battery test for the Moto E 2020. Has about a 3500 milliamp hour battery. Budget specs, so let's see how long it can last here in my battery test. Stay tuned. So Matt Squad, let's go ahead and get things started right away. Well, for one, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the brightness down because I don't want you guys to get blind here. And I don't want to disrupt the viewing experience of the video here. So with the brightness turned down, this is here the Moto E from 2020. And as you can see, we have a notch camera there, of course. That speaker on the top is not for audio, but you do have a loudspeaker on the bottom, micro USB for charging, and a microphone here. But the most important thing about this video here is the size of the battery. Now the size of this battery, 3,550 milliamp hours. I just recently turned this device on, but we are already on 98%. So I do apologize about that. But you know, turning the phone on for the first time in about a few days or so, all those notifications and everything are just gonna come flooding in. So yeah, other things about the Moto E here, it has 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage with the Snapdragon 632 inside that's powering this phone here. Dual cameras on the back, as you can see, fingerprint scanner. Totally iPhone 12 Pro Max color. I think Apple stole the color here from Motorola. We could be wrong. Speculations, who knows. The device so far as how much screen on time we got, we can start this here because we all know it's not going to be too long, but let me go ahead and show you. So far we got 13 minutes of screen on time here, so not a lot, of course, 2%. So we're going to be using this here over the course throughout the day, probably over the next day and a half, to see how long this device can actually last on a full charge here. And in about, I don't know, 17% or so, when I'm hitting 80, I'm going to update you guys and let you know how much screen on time we got so far, and pretty much do it like that until the conclusion of this video. So peace. So Matt Squad, here we are with a updated video here for the battery test on the Moto E 2020. And it has been about probably a few hours since I updated you guys here, but we are currently on 81% here. Let me wipe off the screen. Definitely been using the phone. Had it at 100% brightness. Just turned it down for this purpose of the video here. But you can see it is currently 6:03 p.m. and we are at 81%. Okay, so since charge here, I've gotten hour 29 minutes of screen on time, and it has been off the charger for about 3 hours now. Maybe before I go to sleep here tonight, I'll update you guys again when we hit 60%. But until then, deuces. So Matt Squad, here we are with my iPhone 12 Pro Max battery test here. Oh, excuse me, my Moto E 2020 battery test. And so far with this device, I did a little bit of a screw up here. So I'm going to explain to you guys what happened because I'm doing 2 devices at the same time here. So yeah. Now, when I first took this device off the charge a couple of days ago, I was able to use it for about, I want to say almost 2 hours before it got to 80%. And then I used it a little bit yesterday for about an hour. The screen usage since full charge has been 2 hours and 49 minutes. Which is really good here. This device features a 720p display. So that is what the battery is powering up. And so if it was a little bit of a higher resolution, it would probably be a little bit less. But so far, it's so good. Actually recording 2 battery tests at the same time. So I'm literally trying to use both of these phones here for different things or pretty much the same thing. But so far we are at 2 hours and 49 minutes of screen on time. So that is pretty good considering all things. So let's see how this device can actually do throughout the rest of the day. And hopefully we can get some good screen on time usage. So deuces. So Matt Squad, here we are updating you guys with the Moto E 2020 here again. Phone's a little dirty. Give me a second. Let's quick little wipe down. But the Moto E 2020, as far as the battery here, we are about the 4th day in here. I want to go ahead and say yes, we did not use this device as much yesterday here, but we are currently on 26%. It is 12:10 p.m. here, and let me go ahead and get into the battery statistics for you guys to check this out here. But the screen on time since full charge has been 4 hours and 45 minutes with 26% battery left, and it's telling me I got about a day left. I don't really believe that. Of course, I know by the end of the day if not around 6 o'clock, this thing will be dead for sure. So for it to be on 4 hours and 45 minutes at this point in time is good. Now, I did say in the last update that I was going to update you guys around 35%, but I wanted to go a little bit further than that because, you know, I wanted to give some real good usage here to the device. So what ended up happening is that I got it down to about 44%, put the phone down and came back the next day and played with it for about the last half hour or so. And so that's the screen on time that we got so far with the Moto E 2020. So if you want to see exactly how many hours this device can get specifically, make sure you tune in to the next part of the battery test. So Mass Squad, here we are updating you guys with the final portion of this video here, the battery test on the Moto E 2020 here. Ended up using the phone as much as I did, but it also did a little bit of standby time as well. But I'm pretty sure we at about 7 hours of screen on time. So I expected it to last a little bit longer than the Galaxy A01, being that that device has a 3000 milliamp hour battery and this one has a 3550 here. So yes, we are at 7 hours, 8 minutes of screen on time. Last full charge was literally 4 days ago, and we are at 3% here. So considering all things here, the way I was using the Moto E for 2020, yes, this is impressive for me here. So that means if you're an average user, you should be able to get throughout the entire day with this device on the full charge. You shouldn't have any issues here. The only negatives is that you may have to bring a micro USB charging cable with you because everything else in your lineup may be type C. It may have like 10 watts. It may have it. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and check it real quick. Hold on. So look, it does say it says charging rapidly here. So exactly how fast can it charge? I'm not 100% sure. But it does have some form of quick charge. I believe it's probably capped at 10 watts. This is, to be honest, it more than likely is capped at 10 watts. But yes, the device itself, as I said earlier, 3500 milliamp hour battery, 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs internal storage, 720p display. That gets pretty bright. And 7 hours of screen on time after about 4 days of usage here. So very impressive. Very, very impressed with the Moto E here. But in the comment section below, let me know, did you think the Moto E was actually going to last as long as it did, especially with the type of usage that I was giving it here? But Mass Squad, go ahead and share this video with your friends and family and let them know that not all Android cameras suck. It is just not true. But until then, my name is Max Rock. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, y'all. Deuces. So Mass Squad, here we are with another video here. This is going to be a battery test for the Galaxy A01, a budget device that was sent to me courtesy of Tech Through Tony here on YouTube. If you don't know who Tech Through Tony is, you can go ahead and check out his YouTube channel. A link will be in the description below. But yeah, we're going to do a battery test for the Galaxy A01, a budget device. As you can see, we got dual cameras on the rear.